a saber-toothed tiger today. The sun will come out tomorrow. Today, I'm going to talk about stress management. You most likely have all heard that we are geared towards survival. When our great ancestors encountered a saber-toothed tiger, they were confronted with a choice: fight or flight. In other words, your ancestors either killed the tiger or successfully ran away from it, or you and I would not be here today. Often the analogy of the saber-toothed tiger is used by scientists to explain the huge adrenaline rush we get when we find ourselves in a dangerous situation. Saber-toothed tigers are now extinct. But I did have a personal encounter with a lion once. Yes. I was in the Frankfurt Zoo in the summer of 1970. And I managed to touch the back of a sleeping lion whose body was pressed against the bars of his cage. My encounter with that lion was not anxiety-producing. What had produced tremendous anxiety for me was that I was stranded in Germany while the rest of my picture-taking safari group had flown off to Nairobi, Kenya without me. I'd missed my connecting flight in New York. That was due to weather delays. I was uncertain whether I could catch a flight before the tour group left Nairobi on safari. I did catch a midnight flight, and it all worked out. Maybe you haven't experienced a travel problem as stressful as that one was for me, but you have experienced stressful situations. How many here have had a flat tire while you were driving on the freeway? I had such an experience as I was in the fast lane where 805 and 5 South split. There were 8 lanes between me and the safer side of the freeway. I lived through that too. Here's a simple story of a man who gets a flat tire out in the country. He has a spare, but he has no jack. It's nighttime, and about a mile in the distance, he sees the light of a farmhouse. He sets out towards the farmhouse, muttering to himself the doubts that the farmer will help him. The man arrives on the porch of the farmhouse, knocks on the front door, and when the farmer opens the door, the man blurts out, "I never wanted to borrow your damn jack anyway." The man had been feeding his psyche negative messages all the way. I give you this contrast in story to that of little orphan Annie, who despite many adversities in life, optimistically sings, "The sun will come out tomorrow." Life brings us many saber-toothed tigers experiences. They're the equivalents of what our ancestors felt, but different. We're suddenly confronted with threats to our health, our careers, our relationships, our financial security, and as we assimilate that threat, adrenaline pumps through our bodies just like our ancestors with their encounters with those saber-toothed tigers. Since we can neither kill nor flee these virtual tigers, we have to use other strategies to survive. Here are some basic guidelines for dealing with stress. Stay connected with your friends and your relatives and your social groups, and of course, Toastmasters. Allow yourself to express emotions. You may need to cry or shout. Allow yourself the outlet. Scientists have found out that tears actually excrete a sadness hormone, so cry away. Exercise is important, and there are a huge variety of approaches to get your body moving. and your heart pumping. This action makes your brain produce endorphins, chemicals that create a sense of well-being. There's a fitness club that uses different symbols for the variety of exercises that it leads in its club, and there are many, as you can see. It goes without saying, you need to focus on a healthy diet, especially in times of extreme stress. But also, continue whatever fun activities you enjoy. Do not deprive yourself. Reflect on all the other saber-tooth encounters that you have overcome. Live in the moment. Well, I think this is particularly good advice for political candidates today, what they're going to need to do tomorrow. And this may seem like I'm giving you opposite advice to the one about exercise. But in addition to healthy exercise, you need to slow down and practice breathing deep, slow breaths. This breathing conveys to your body that all is well. Many people find yoga or meditation helps them tremendously. Once you handle the stress that the virtual saber-toothed tiger encounter brings you, indeed, you will be able to confidently sing, "The sun will come out tomorrow." Mr. Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a printed handout for you.
So we need to spend a minute writing comments about Ellen's speech on these little sheets. Did we give one to Jake?
Yes.
I have it.
Oh, good.
Envelopes going around.
Yeah, and then we just put a comment on the first speaker, in the first category, if you have any.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll pass this basket around to collect them.